Welcome back to Daniel Rambles. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about being conscientious of how we spend our money. So a perfect example of this is like individuals will go out into life and buy like a cup of coffee from Caribou every day, or maybe go to Goodwill and buy a few articles of clothing, or maybe go to the Goodwill and buy some books. To each their own, but what we want to recognize is that these things start to compound in price, and then before we know it, like the money that we have just sort of disappears. Jenny, what do you think about that?
I think it comes from a lot of responsibility of realizing that money is emotional.
Very
and sometimes
much so.
we're not paying attention to where it's going or how often we're giving it to these side thoughts or side distractions. How often, if we don't wield it into an area of intention, like our lives, sometimes it doesn't have any
I
direction.
love that. Just setting the intention for the direction that you want it to go, but if you don't have an intention, it just sort of spreads itself out. So, today we are going to compare what I was able to get from Nick and Drew's for...
Before you do that though, what was your intention behind it? Because I know what I think when we usually go grocery shopping.
Well, you tell me.
Well, I think the intention is to find the actual value of knowing what you're getting versus what you're paying for.
I like that. That works for me. So today we're just going to examine what conscientious shopping can get you. So at Nick and Drew's, it's one of those discount shops where they get an onslaught of food and then they give it to you because it's slightly expired, but for a better price. So here today we have gotten ourselves 3 things of sliced mushrooms, 2 things of ground soy, 1 thing of ginger Sicilian sausage, cottage cheese, 3 things of Brussels sprouts for our Victory Sunday, 2 little baggies of our peppers, mini peppers, lots of organic greeneries over here, 2 good old big old things of good Karmic milk, 1 thing of peanut butter, 1 round of protein powder, 2 tofus, whatever these things are called. Are they yams?
Potatoes.
Sweet potatoes, and all of that for the low price of $24.59. And Janine, what did we get from Walmart for $15.44?
Well, $15.44. Oh my gosh, it's more than half our. We got something we consider to be very valuable, a thing of pre-workout explosion, which not only gives us that bang in the morning, but it has people like me who sometimes are not only working throughout the day and then working all night, to have that extra boost to know, yes, even if you don't think you can push yourself through that workout, you better, because now your body is on fire.
And the alternative to that, because the reason that we can make that justification is because that's 30 servings, whereas this little boy, this is 99 cents, which is 1 serving for, Janine, do you want to break this down, what this is?
Well, I'm gonna be honest, I did have an energy drink yesterday. I'm not the biggest fan of these. This is marshmallow flavor. It's 300 milligrams of caffeine, so gets rid of your coffee. Oh, this isn't too bad though.
Oh, but Janine, what's a fun fact about marshmallows for vegans?
It used to be vegan and now it's not.
But what's this?
Oh, this one's vegan!
You can have the flavor of marshmallows in your mouth as a vegan.
Yay, they didn't put any animal products inside this can. How generous.
I know, so nice. So just being intentional about your money and your spending and where it's going, because if you actually have allocated funds, like a certain amount that's going into an investing account, an IUL, maybe towards your cryptos every week, every month, then you're going to start seeing these compounding gains. But if you're just throwing that money at something that's like a deflationary asset, like just hard cash, or assets that lose their value immediately, like a car, then that's not going to grow for you.
That's true. Or like the example of what the food is, sometimes if you're emotionally feeling detached or distracted, you might fill yourself with junk and different things that even after you eat them, knowing that it was that moment or instant gratification of indulgence, you might later kind of resent the food, knowing that the action was something that you just weren't paying attention to. So setting intention is not only empowering, it lets you subconsciously know you are setting yourself up for success.
Exactly. So that's why we'd like to extend a thank you to my mother and my father for helping us find these
Love you
discount
guys.
stores and teaching us about being conscientious over how we spend our money and what we put in our bodies. So that's all for today. Cheers and toodles.
Bye.